Hello, let me first introduce myself. My name is Calandrini and I'm a PhD student from the University of Alcalá, where I'm working on my PhD research about heterogeneous parallel computing at the Department of Electronics. This presentation will be divided as follows. First, we will be present a motivation for this work. After that, we will show the development aspects of the application. Then will be present a view of a web chat application, and finally the conclusion. The usage of new technology on e-learning can help to improve the educational content, but it will be necessary to keep in mind the pedagogical interest. So, the simple integration of web chat in Moodle doesn't cover the educational needs. The developed application presented here brings a methodology of guided web chat, which can help the professor to keep the conversation on the desired class subject. The professor is able to set up text defining the time that he wants to appear on web chat window to route conversation. And the application is also able to provide research for professors evaluating the student skills. The developed module can cover the aspects presented as follows. The methodology of guided web chat allows the professor to configure text to be present to students during the conversation. The text is configured with a time counter implemented on Java. Furthermore, the professor can set images from a place, a city, or a person to students talking about, with common questions configured with guided text. The model saves the audio and the text data from both peers in order to be evaluated by professors. The other features are bring a video conference functionality for Moodle and the efficient bandwidth for better communication between peers. The module is formatted by 4 applications. The main application web chat, which is used by a pair of students. 2 configuration tools, one for set up the student pairs, other to set up the guided text, and 1 application to see the log files from chat sessions. The access level of users for web chat module allows the student to access the web chat application but deny the access for other applications. Here is a view of configuration tools. The image on the top presents the configuration tool to set up the pair of students which will be used on web chat activity. On the bottom is present an image of configuration tool used to set up the guided text. The text can be set up at real time by professor or before configured, using counter to check the elapsed time between application start and the time that it should be present. What is Cirrus? Cirrus is a hosted service from Adobe, which allows the creation of network applications. The choice of Cirrus has been to cover the technology aspects desired for the application. For example, a high bandwidth. So, how the communication works? When the student A opens the web chat application, he gets his ID from Adobe Cirrus. Then he checks on the database with his pairs has a valid ID. If it's true, the communication is established directly between these peers and starts the video and audio stream. Now, here is present an alternative to record the audio chat. Since the peers are directly connected, there is no server able to record the both streams. So, one solution for this is create a virtual channel with audio feedback and then mix these 2 sources. The solution presented here is an alternative and can be developed using the NanoGong from the Gong project and a virtual audio cable software. Other alternative is the usage of a line called stereo mix, available on some cards, which can be eliminated the dependence of virtual audio cable software. Here is the final view of the main application, the web chat interface. On the bottom of the image can be viewed the common interface used on web chat. Above it, a text box where the guided text is present as shown. A little bit higher, some buttons, such as the connection button, a button to view the chat interface, a button to configure the audio and video resource, and the last button to see the connection status. The peer webcam is a box used to present the peer video stream, and on the right of that, a mirror of webcam, or if the application is configured like a guided image, the pictures are presented in this box. The application retrieves the class subject and the name of the user and show on the interface. If it is desired, a logo can be set on the top of the application. The developed Moodle covers the expected pedagogical interest using a guided text methodology. The model has been totally tested between peers. Some aspects of the development of this application are complicated. The use of PHP, MySQL, Java, JavaScript, and Flash make it not easy to implement. We expect that the usage of HTML5 it will be better alternative to implement a web chat on Moodle. Muito obrigado.